Okay, so I was saying that, okay, so now the ladies, they're back home from their trip. Everybody is settling back in. And Toya comes to bring a peace offering to Kenya's little photo shoot she's doing for, what company was it? I can't think of the company right now, but she's doing her little photo shoot. And Toya comes in with the cake to kind of apologize for not really having her back. I'm sure she felt the tension because Kenya said that they haven't talked since the trip. So they're sitting down, and Kenya, she's like, I really want to smash this cake in your face right now. So then Toya's like, what? What happened? What? And then she starts to tell her, well, you didn't have my back at the table. And Portia was the main one who was the cause of all of that heat I was getting. And I was like, no, she didn't. Actually, Portia didn't really say anything to her. And kudos to Portia. I noticed she's really just keeping it cool when it comes to Kenya this season. So anyway, Kenya goes on to tell Toya, and it really hurt my feelings because at the end of the night, you two were getting all touchy-feely. And by touchy-feely, I mean they were actually like intertwined on the couch, tongue down throat situation. So, and then Kenya was like, that really hurt my feelings because I've been telling everybody that I actually have a crush on you. But like that took me back because like I said, we never seen Kenya, express no girl on girl type of stuff, but hey, I guess she's getting divorced, so she wants something new. And then speaking about Kenya still, so now she's at her lawyer's office, and her lawyer actually gives her divorce documents. I guess her husband filed for divorce in New York. But the cold part about that is, like, we knew that was coming. Kenya had been saying for a while she's been trying to get divorced. But the cold part about it is he's asking Kenya for alimony. And that doesn't make any sense to me. Why is he asking for alimony and they didn't even live together? Remember, the whole time that they were even married, he was still residing in New York, and Kenya had, was it Chateau Kenya or whatever it's called? So they never even stayed under the same roof. So I'm thinking, how could you get alimony? I don't know how alimony works, but I think that's very unattractive to me for a man to end things with his wife, and now he wants his wife to pay. They weren't even together for that long. I know they weren't together for more than 2 years tops. And I thought that he was really doing well as a businessman. Like, wasn't he working on Wall Street or something like that? So then going on to Portia. So now it's like rumor has it that the sounds that Kenya was hearing, that she's questioning everybody on, that those sounds were coming from Portia's area of the house, because they showed a little floor plan, and it's Candy's room, a vacant room where I guess it was open for anybody, and then Portia's room. So Kenya is saying that the sounds that she was hearing was coming from Portia's room. And then Tanya ends up saying at the dinner table, well, I don't know about anything else, but one thing that I do know is I spent the night inside of Portia's room. And you could see Portia make a face, you could see Candy make a face, and it was just like, why are you incriminating yourself? You don't have to answer anything. So now it's looking like, okay, so we definitely heard some noises. Were they pleasing each other in that room? What's really going on? So it's a lot for this episode. So I'm believing the next several episodes are going to be really good. Obviously, these women are definitely grown. Most of them are single. I believe the only one who is married is Drew. Drew is the only one. Oh, obviously, Drew and Candy are married. Cynthia is engaged. Portia is kind of in the gray. Well, she's not with her man at all, obviously. Toya is divorced or going through her divorce, but her as well. She's already made it clear that she definitely dates other people and is seeing people. Who else is there? Marlo's not with it. The man wasn't rich enough or white enough for Marlo. Obviously Kenya's going through her stuff. So most of the girls, and then Shamia actually is married as well. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. So yeah, so it was a mess. So I'm not surprised because I could kind of see that on Toya and Portia. I could see both of them being a little freak a leak. they just have it. You could just see it in them, and they got it. So I guess once those drinks started flowing, the kisses started flowing too. So yeah, so now it's like, who is in that room? And honestly, I really don't care, but I guess that's gonna be like the engine through the rest, carouseling us through the rest of this season. Who was in the room? Let us know who it was. But obviously, all the girls are kind of like, they've been over it. And it's like, why are you trying to investigate? Like, at this point, that was like 3-4 nights ago. Leave it alone. We didn't want nobody to know, which is why we turned the cameras off, which is why we was like, covering up the cameras with socks and shirts and t-shirts and told the crew to get out the building. We didn't want nobody to know. So why do you think you about to talk about it on the show with the camera crew, who did what and where? But like I said, I think Kenya just likes to do little things to entertain herself. But she's going through a lot, It's one thing not having no sitter for your child, but going through a messy divorce, that's a whole nother thing. So what else is going on? This episode was basically still trying to figure out who was in that room. Well, that's Kenya's investigation. Toya keeps on kind of snapping at Drew. I don't know what her thing is. I know when she first met Drew, she definitely said, that's why I didn't like you, because you broke up Melanie and what's his I want to call him Drew. Melanie and old boy from the game. You broke them up. Derwin, yeah. You broke them up. And Drew was like, you do realize that was a character in a TV show. But I don't know what Toya's thing is, but she's definitely all up on Drew, coming for her any chance she get. So yeah, she was trying to complain or just make mention about Drew backing it up and making it clap on, the dancer. But Drew did come clean and tell her husband, so I guess she's in the free and clear. She told her husband, so if she told her husband, what's Latoya opinion matter? But I don't know, you guys. They saying that it's going to get crazy. They did show the preview for next week, and it looks like it's going to be some mess between Drew and Toya. It looked like Toya actually picked up something and kind of like threw it Drew's way. But Drew already said she was like, I'm from Chicago. Don't mess with me. She said the last girl that messed with me, I bashed her head into a fence. I was like, okay, Drew, you dangerous. But anyways, you guys, this is the end of my video. I will come back next Sunday and talk about the Housewives some more. I hope that you enjoy these types of videos, kind of out of the ordinary, change of scenery. Without further ado, you guys, I will see y'all in my next video. Good night.